Ringside Views here with Quinton Randall, man. Quinton, what's up, man? Talk to us.
What's up, man?
Fight week.
It's fight week, man. 11-0 this week, Thursday, Dallas, Texas, at
September
29th. And a black tie event. I'm just been focused on that. Get this out the way so I can hopefully get something in before the year's out.
You already know who your opponent is? Well, I know you know your opponent is. Do you already know anything about your opponent?
I watched him. He ain't enough. That's all I know.
Hey, talk to us about the show, though. It's a private event, correct?
Yes, it's a private event. It's my first time ever fighting in a black tie event, private event. I don't know how they are. I didn't even know where I was fighting until a couple days ago.
In Dallas?
I was fighting in Dallas, yeah.
So this will be one of your few fights that's not televised, correct?
Yeah, I don't think they allow no cameras.
Okay. So talk to us about your activity. I know this will be your third fight this year, correct?
Yeah, it'll be my third full fight, yeah.
And I know you had 2 fights fall out at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, man, I had 2 fights. One of them got stopped in the second round because of a headbutt, so they put a draw on my record because of that shit. So it's gonna be my third fight. I plan on winning this fight in beautiful fashion. I don't. Anything other than the stoppage is disappointing to me.
Well, before we get there, you also won the WBC silver welterweight title right before that.
Yeah, that don't mean shit to me, man. That's just.
Well, I know that, but that puts you up in the WBC rankings.
Yeah, it got you kind of high in the rankings.
Yeah,
you right up under it.
Until I got the one Errol guy, then none of them motherfuckers mean nothing to me.
Okay, so talk to us about this year though. So you've had a real active year. What are your goals for next year? Seeing how we just talked about you being in the WBC rankings, what are some of the names that you're looking at?
I'm trying to finish this year out 12-0. Well, I will finish this year out 12-0 if I can get that 12th fight. Then next year I want to fight names like Rashid Ellis, fucking the dude that just stopped Blair Cobbs.
How you talking about?
Rocha.
Alexis
Rocha. That Russian kid, standing on this. Getting right there. And after beating guys like that, I'm just building my way up. I want to fight them all next year.
So that's what you're gonna be focused on. So
yeah,
next year, that's what you're gonna be focused on.
Next year I'm trying to make a huge splash to where, hey, we gotta make some. Next year's the move. We gotta make some. We gotta push it.
So how many more fights are you looking to get in this year?
2 more.
How is next fight up pushing you in that position to get those fights right now?
They've been doing a fairly decent. They've been doing a good job. They've been giving me the right fights with the ranking and everything. So I'm still working with them until we get signed to a major promoter. As if that comes. If it don't, then hey, I'm not complaining.
And you see the WBC already. Well, you already got one of the WBC titles. How are they assisting you in moving up in the rankings as well? I know you're paying them sanction fees now.
I'm the goddamn thing. I don't know nothing about that. No, I don't know nothing come out of my purse. As far as that go, that's probably the next fight up with them. As far as the sanction fees for getting me fights and paying the opponents, because that's between them.
You just go up and put in front of it.
That's right.
All right, so going back to this week, it's fight week, like we said, September 29th. What kind of performance can we expect from you? I know your last performance, bro, was a beautiful performance.
My last one, it's gonna be similar to that, but y'all gonna see a whole different side of me. Like y'all gonna see me walking dude down this time. After boxing, after I secure the first 5 rounds, I'm gonna walk him 6 through 10. If I don't knock him out within the first 5 from setting him up with a shot he don't see, then I'm gonna press him.
I think he has 2 losses. The guy you fight has 2 losses.
Yeah.
Has he ever been stopped?
No, he's never been stopped. He got 22 wins with 20 knockouts. So he think he got power, but that shit is padded.
Okay.
Yeah. Fighting you knocked out everybody in Mexico. Every time you came to America, you got cooked. So I just want to be the first person to stop him.
Okay. And it's a 10-round fight, correct?
Yeah, 10, my first.
With your titles on the line.
Yeah, my first 10 round.
Yeah, this is your first title defense. So tell me what's your thought going into that? Being
Same
no pressure, no nothing.
No pressure. Same thing as it's just another day in the lab. No pressure at all. I understand he's a threat because shit, he a man. One punch can change the fight. Even if I don't think much of him, I still gotta respect him as a fighter. So with that being said, I'm just gonna go on. It's just another fight for me, bro. I don't get nervous. I don't get anxious. I get excited. I'm always worried about how I'm going in. It's never about. I've never won a fight by split decision. It's always been unanimous. So I probably only lost 3 rounds out of all my fights I've had. So combined. So with this one, I want to look flawless. I don't want to lose a round until I knock him out.
I think most of those fights, the rounds you lost, was it against Cassius?
No, I only lost 1 against him.
Okay. I remember you losing 1 against him.
I lost 1 against him. And I lost 2 on the top rank card. Other than that, I've never lost a round.
You was winning all the rounds on me, but last?
Nah, I lost the first 2, came back, won the last 4.
Okay.
From the official judges.
Okay. So tell me, what has the sparring looked like in this training camp? Because I know anybody significant that's helping you prepare for this fight?
I've been working with a few different guys. I've been working with Automatic. Ruben over there at Lone Star. Adonis Jim, he been good work for me. I was using him for the first 2 weeks. Then I started, went to Main, started sparring at Eduardo Garcia. Me and Eduardo came up in the amateur place. I've been on him a long, long time. And there was some other couple guys coming from different camps. I mean, different gyms.
And Eduardo getting ready to fight October 6th, right?
I think 6 or 8.
Yeah.
And so there was other gyms coming from, I don't know who their names, I can't remember their names, but I was getting some, I've been getting some fairly good work, yeah. I've been getting what I need.
You sparred Marquise as well, right?
No, not this camp.
And that's camp.
I just called Marquise today and told him I'll be over there next Thursday to spar. Give me a week off and I'll be able to spar because he's fighting on Showbox.
Okay. So right after this, you get right back to it.
Right back to it, yeah. I'm really trying to get something major for November, so I'll try to put some things in play while I'm in Dallas.
Hey, so looking at the landscape at 147, I know Crawford and Errol, they're rumored to be fighting November 19th. We're not going to talk about that until it's, you know what I'm saying, stated for sure. But seeing how they holding up the division up, how do you see, like, what, I guess, other, besides them, how do you feel like, looking at the landscape at 147, what do you feel like, how do you feel about it, especially with you staying busy next year and one of the top names that you want?
Even though Earl and Bud got the divisions on lock right now as far as titles go, it's still a live, wide division. Cause you still got Boots, you still got Virgil Ortiz, you still got Keith. I don't think nothing to Keith Thurman.
Well, let's stay right there. Do you feel like he's a gatekeeper right now?
I don't feel like he's a gatekeeper, but I don't feel like he's what he was. He beats up on these B+ fighters. When he get with these elite class fighters, he's not what he is. Like so. And it's only a matter of time before a B+ fighter beat him because he ain't it. He don't take, I don't trust his chin, and I never trust him to take body shots. So if he fought Errol Crawford, he wouldn't make it out of the fight. If he fought Boots, he wouldn't make it out of the fight. If he fought Virgil, he wouldn't make it out of the fight.
Even Virgil, you don't think?
I don't think he'd make it out of the fight. These are pressure fighters that go to your body extremely well. He can't handle body shots. And so I've never seen a world-class fighter like him that get hurt to the body every fight.
Who do you see taking over the division after Boots?
Shit,
Well, I mean, aside from you, just saying, but I'm adding you, like, once you make your way up the rankings, I'm adding you on.
Oh, like, yeah, also. Okay, so if they do fight November, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be a rematch clause, and if it takes me a while to get to where I'm supposed to be, where I feel like I'm rightfully supposed to be, I feel like Boots is going to be right there next to take over. Because the chances of you seeing a Boots versus a Virgil Ortiz is not likely.
Yeah.
Not anytime soon.
Yeah.
Not anytime soon. So Virgil may snag him one. Boots may snag him one. You also got Rashid Ellis with the PBC stable. He may snag him one too. And they may try to unify Rashid Ellis versus Boots. Or Stanley Onis versus Boots.
Yeah.
You got them over there. Top Rank don't have no 147s. The Zone don't got no 147s.
Kind of been. Outside of that, yeah, I agree.
That's if he win the fight against Eubanks. So when them titles scatter, I honestly feel like I'm gonna be in line to get one sooner than later because they're gonna put me as a B-side.
Yeah.
Like, do you want to take this fight to fight for the vacant title? You gotta fight such and such.
Yeah.
A stiff name. I'm gonna tell you, hell yeah, I'm gonna fight.
Switching gears. You also had your first annual Cornell amateur tournament this year. Talk to us about how that came about and the turnout for that.
My sponsor, Don Singleton, I didn't know he was in charge of the Fitness Expo. It was his first year being in charge of it. Because it's been pretty much dead since COVID started. It was that first one back. And it was a hell of a turnout. I didn't think it was going to be like it was. It was 10 times better than I ever could imagine. The location was perfect. If I wanted to do something for my son in remembrance, I wanted it to be a place that you wouldn't forget. On some dope shit. Not in no gym where everybody hot, sweating, crowded, just a fucking regular gym show that's in the Gulf. So the location where it was at, the people who came there, it was perfect. It was dope.
AC felt good, but
yeah, Shakur, Jared Anderson, so the people that turned up.
So talk about that. Talk about getting all these fighters that you know, making the videos for you, helping you promote, and also coming out, showing the kids love in this industry.
I appreciate every last one. It just reminds me that I am respected. in this game. Like, I ain't. If you know me, you know me. You know me. I'm a good dude. And I support everybody, bro. I support, even if I don't like you, I still support you, especially if you from the home team. So, but nah, it just they did what I thought they would do because I've been real with them. They've been the same with me. But still seeing them come and support would still just feel like, oh shit, this shit's live. You got world champion Shakur Stevenson, unified world champion, coming off one of the biggest performances of his career. And you got Regis Prograis that's finna soon capture his title, his crown back. Got Jared Anderson, the future of the heavyweight division. Like, it was just, I couldn't ask for more. You know what I'm saying? It was perfect.
Is it safe to say that we're going to have another one next year?
Oh yeah, every year.
What else are you doing outside? Are you going to do any more conventions? Not necessarily like remembrance of your son or dedicated to your son. Or are you going to do anything else? I'm
going to do another one. I'm trying to do another before the year's out. It's not going to be remembrance to the son. It's going to be the 55 strong, like, boxing tournament. It won't be 55 strong is a representation of my son, but it just won't be named Quinnell's annual. Because that's only once a year. Yeah, it's my personal,
All right, so switching gears, since you named Regis Prograis, him versus Cepeda, break that fight down. I know it hasn't been announced, but what's your take on that fight?
I got Regis all day. Regis by knockout. I don't think highly of Cepeda. I didn't see Cepeda hurt in too many fights, put down in too many fights. And you probably only seen Regis hurt probably one time. And then when he did get hurt, it was a shot that was after the bell. So when you got the will, they both got the will. Don't get me wrong. They both dogs. But skill-wise, IQ, sharpness, power, speed, just all around better fighter. Regis is the better fighter. Zepeda's probably a little more wilder. He throws shots from unconventional angles. But when you got southpaw versus southpaw, everything lines up. He may be wild and unorthodox to an orthodox fighter. When it's southpaw versus southpaw, all that wild shit kind of go out the door because I'm not gonna throw that punch that I would normally throw on an orthodox fighter. He's southpaw. He right in front of me, so Regis is gonna be able to use his jab more. He's gonna be able to let that straight left go. It's gonna be a good fight. It's gonna be a dog fight, but I do got to pay in stock.
Shakur just fought this weekend. Also, how do you see that performance?
That was a shutout, but that still wasn't Shakur had 100%. That's the crazy part. The nigga is so good that a Shakur at 80%, 70% can make another Olympian, gold medal Olympian.
Why do you think he was at 70, 80%? What did you see that?
He kept enough weight on him just so he wouldn't hurt himself. Because, he didn't make the weight.
Yeah.
So he didn't drain himself completely to where he didn't have enough to perform the way he needed to perform. And let's be honest, this Shakur wanted to fight.
Yeah.
This Shakur got hit a little bit more because dude didn't have too much power, so Shakur wanted to fight. Shakur was walking down. He was trying to be a crowd pleaser. We don't see Shakur again. We don't never see Shakur walk out of a fight with a lump, black eye, anything. This time he had little battle wounds with scars and shit. Which just show you dude's still a dog.
Headbutt.
Yeah, that was headbutt in the second round. I seen that. So Shakur's still a dog. Dude was kind of awkward, but I still feel like he took probably a shot here and there that he just don't never normally take.
Yeah.
Because the dude kept landing the left hook every red moon. But he would have never, but that type of fight he fought with him, he wouldn't fight Tank like that. He wouldn't fight other people like that. It'll be that Shakur that fought Jamil Henry.
So
that Shakur that fought Oscar.
So how do you see Shakur's success at 135?
Dominant, just like he was at 130. But this is where he get his glory. At 135 is where he get his glory.
Do you think anybody at 135 got a chance with it, even just a slip?
Tank the only one that got a chance because Tank just got so much fucking wicked ass power. But as far as skill, boxing IQ, Devin Haney ain't. Nah, nobody.
Not even long.
Not even long. Oh, I can't wait to see that one. Because Shakur gonna flush him. I can't wait to when he outclasses Loma. And it's gonna be bad because Tio beat Loma, but Tio had this moment where Tio looked so bad because he don't take punches well. So his neck was always constantly snapping. Shakur gonna do Loma bad. I think that decision ass for maybe 10 rounds or 2.
All right, so going back to September 29th, I know this fight won't be televised, but we're a couple of days out. What we got to look forward to after that? You say you're coming right back in November. You gonna try to end the year?
I'm trying to swing something back for November, late November or early December. As long as I can get something before the year's out, I'm sure I'm gonna be trying. I'm gonna stay in shape because in case they even call me for a 12 round, I'm gonna be ready for it.
Yeah, you stay in the gym though.
Yeah, so I'm just shit. Just gonna have my fingers crossed. I'm trying to get on something major before the year's out.
Got you. So tell us.
You trying to fight on one of those big undercards?
Yeah, man, because I would love to fight on Errol undercard. and that Crawford, I want to fight Vito. The kid that got at 147, I like to fight him. Hell, I'll fight Joey Spencer. I go 54 and fight both of them.
He's at 147.
Yeah, no, he's at 154.
I'll go to fight Joey Spencer. I ain't never been impressed with him. Or any other body they got at 147 that they think is going to mount up to anything.
Before we get out of here, you know, you got a couple of people above you that's in the ranking. I know you called out some of those top names, but who are some of those guys that's above you, like your Cassius Clay? I mean, not Cassius Clay, but your Clayton. Custio Clayton and Larry Cobb, or the dude that's standing on his fault.
That he beat last.
Yeah.
I would love to fight all of them. If they're ranked above, I want to fight anybody that's ranked above me so I can either take their ranking or push myself higher.
Yeah.
Anybody. So I just don't be knowing these motherfuckers' names. I know their faces, but I can't tell you their names. Black Cobb is some cold shit to me. Fucking Hooker shit to bed that fight, because I swore I was going to bet on Hooker for the knockout. So maybe it's just Hooker time, maybe he just had his run. He was a world champion, he did shit a lot of fighters ain't going to never be able to do. So he made some good money, so there's no knocking his career. He stamped that. So maybe it was just he on his way out. So because the old Hooker should have dominated until he stopped him. So Black Cobb, I would love to flush Black. Hey, I'm still trying to get in touch with Bernard Hopkins so I can make that fight happen. I still ain't met the X-Man yet. So that's was my favorite fight of all time. So, but time will tell, man. Time will, like, and I don't understand. Like, I don't knock nobody. What's meant for you, God gonna give it to you. He signed with the Zone, Goldemo, whatever he signed with. But I don't understand for the life of me how X is a student of the sport, a real pilgrim of the sport that study this shit in and out, and promote Black Cobb as if he's actually gonna be something. Like, nigga, you are a wizard, a master boxer. Nothing this man do should impress you. His shit, from his technique to all that, but it sells. He talk all that whoo shit till he was whoo and got his ass knocked out. So if he put asses in the seats, I understand because it makes money. But for the life of me, I can't understand why X rides with this dude. Maybe it's a personal relationship, I don't know. But I'm asking that when I see him, right before I whoop his ass. So, but I'm sure gonna ask him, hey, come on, X. I've been watching you since I was a kid, man. I've been using this shit 3 generations. Like that, no. You didn't seen this type of fighter before several times. But hey, if he sell, he sell. Just try to sell him against me.
Where can we find you at, Q?
Hey, my Instagram is quickdraw_P4P. Again, quickdraw_P4P.
Quinton Randall, September 29th, man. We're looking forward to your journey, man. Thank you for your time.
Appreciate you.